Hi there, welcome to the new video on Music Producer. I'm Paul Wallen. Today I want to share with you a very valuable but somehow underrated trick in production of house subgenres like tropical house, future house and deep house. Although you can apply it anywhere you want because it is a really decent trick. What I'm talking about is how to make a pretty unique pluck instrument from percussion samples. Pluck types of sounds usually sound something like this. But we're about to learn how to quickly make something way more interestingly sounding. In fact, every one of those percussion samples in your libraries is going to give you a very special pluck sound in its own way. So how it can be applied in production? As a form of an instrument layer that amplifies your main instrument's attack or character. So to make your lead instruments more prominent and transient, it is going to work best in crazy lead parts of future house drops. Or it can also be applied as an independent main instrument for your lead part. But before we start, if you like my tutorials, please join my Instagram account, as that's the place where I share not only tutorials but daily tips and fast but helpful how-tos. Percussion is a type of drum samples that may include in all the miscellaneous drums out there from the vast world of drum hits, starting from low hits to high hits. And how can we miss the opportunity to make something out of such a vast variety of sounds and not to create something unique for ourselves in the form of a tonic instrument? But in the majority of those percussion samples in your libraries, there is no specific tone, so you actually are not able to write a melody or a chord progression with those. They will come out with no harmonic meaning at all. Although, once in a while you will come across special kinds of samples which you may actually make something harmonically decent with. Anyway, here's the short way to give a specific and distinct tone to any preferable percussion sample that you think is going to result in a great pluck instrument. Tone is a characteristic when your sound has a distinct pitch value that your ear can estimate as relatively high or low, and it is a dominance of certain harmonics, or just a single harmonic, over the others in frequency spectrum. Therefore, it is going to be easy to grab an EQ that you have in your DAW with a built-in visual spectral analyzer like parametric EQ2 in FL Studio, and then open up Google and search the phrase frequency of notes. And it is better to go into the Pictures tab. Look at one of them and let's find note C of the 4th octave. That's exactly what we need to accentuate on the percussion sample with an EQ, applying the sharp bell curve like this one. It would be awesome if you would go ahead and save the template like this one in your own EQ presets. The preset where you amplify all the octaves of the note C from that table. If you have noticed, this EQ, this parametric EQ, is divided by octaves up here, and those sections are called like C1, C2, C3, etc. And these are those precise octaves that we need to accentuate on our EQ. Preferably until you hit the end of the spectrum. Of course, to save your precious time, I will leave the link for you to this preset down below in the description. I suggest that you make sure that the version of your FL Studio is above 20th, so you wouldn't run into any kinds of problem with opening this preset. Once you've found all the needed frequencies, you better operate with the volume of those regions on the right side of this EQ, because you know you found them and you don't want to lose them by accidentally moving your mouse right or left. And the character of the resulting pluck sound is directly dependent on how much you accentuate each frequency of those octaves. But please make sure that your first one is the highest and loudest, because that's very important for the coherence of tone in the upcoming instrument. What we need now is to pitch shift the sample of your percussion, thus to find the most resonant region, because we gotta be sure that your tone would be defined at max. Do that by tweaking that pitch knob with a range set to 6 or 7. Until you will hear the loudest resonance in there. Leave it just like that for now and go to Master Track, open up Edison and record it. That's it, we're done. Now this sample can be utilized as any other regular instrument, because its harmonic center is the note C now. But one more thing, set the stretching mode to stretch. This way you will make all high notes of this pluck instrument sound more authentic. Yeah, and there are a few other ways to give any percussion a defined tone to turn it into the harmonic instrument. But those methods won't give you such an authentic sound, but every method has a specific uniqueness in the resulting timbre of percussion. You may apply super fast delays using, for example, Fruity Delay 3. And after tweaking those settings and knobs, you will get the idea how fast delays could generate tones. But you gotta know when it's the note C exactly, right? For that, I suggest you use Pitcher, load it with a default state. Now turn up the feedback of a delay and measure its tone. You also can utilize the modulator tool that is built in the Fruity sampler starting from 20th version of FL Studio, but for me it's the least favorite way when it comes to resulting sound. The third way is the fastest, but it can result in a very metallic sound of your pluck. There is a special kind of plugins that's called resonators. A good example is a resonant chords from Lex plugins bundle. The outcome is very specific and sometimes weird because your sound starts to sound at a specific chord. Not a tone, but a chord. So for accentuating just one tone, you gotta go deep into those settings in order to fix everything up to the note C. Try all of those methods and find the best for you. It can really generate good pluck instruments in a very short time, so I think you will find it handy. Leave a like if you liked what you've learned in this video and share it with that weird friend producer of yours that keeps bombarding you with those FL Studio tutorials. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, because I think you get pretty tired looking for tutorials which actually can teach you about production. Did you know that you can actually avoid it by hitting this bell once and for all? So it's been Paul Wallen and Music Producer Channel. Keep making awesome music and stay tuned. See ya.